Let's start with a new federal program. It's called the proximity rule. If you are near something questionable, that's enough. Name in a document, arrested. Photo at a fundraiser, detained. Attended a Manhattan party in 2002 where a guy knew a guy, alligator Alcatraz. Don't worry, if you're innocent, perhaps you can clear it up eventually. That's been the logic we've been sold. Association equals action. Act first, sort it out later. That's the ICE Rulebook. Now, here's the twist. Apply that same logic to the Epstein document ecosystem, because public reporting around the file releases has included familiar names. Howard Lutnick is tied to fresh reporting about meetings and a 2012 island visit. But he brought his wife and kids, so that's a wash. Leslie Wexner was Epstein's most significant financial patron, documented for decades. Was that Victoria's Secret? Bill Gates has acknowledged meetings after Epstein's conviction. Microsoft or Microhard? Wait, is that how Wexner and Gates chose their company names? Elon Musk is named in file explainers about the broader orbit. Doge this, Elon. Trump was Epstein BFF for over almost 2 decades. His name is in the files more than mentions of Jesus, Christ, God, and Lord is in Trump Bibles. But apparently, that exonerates him. I mean, who would think that a guy that's been accused of sexual assault over 20 times, a guy that brags about walking in teen girls' pageant dressing rooms, a guy that talks about his own daughter's looks like that drunk uncle at Christmas parties, he can't possibly be in the PDF files? The Dow is at 50K. Important sentence. Being named is not being convicted. Hold that, because here's the fracture line. When the powerless are named, enforcement accelerates. When the powerful are named, enforcement intellectualizes. Downward, proximity feels actionable. Upward, proximity becomes contextual. Imagine a press conference applying identical rhetoric upward. Due to documented associations, several high-net-worth individuals will be detained pending clarification. That sentence sounds insane, and that reaction tells you everything. Because we instinctively demand due process when wealth is involved. We tolerate ambiguity when wealth is absent. That's not conspiracy, that's pattern recognition. When enforcement points downward, the tone is thunder. When enforcement drifts upward, the tone is velvet. Downward, zero tolerance. Upward, complex review. Downward, urgency. Upward, patience. If proximity is powerful enough to justify aggressive action in one arena, it should be powerful everywhere. If due process is sacred, it should be sacred everywhere. But what we appear to have is a sliding standard. One rulebook for people who arrive by boat or by bus, another for people who arrive by jet. This isn't about rounding up billionaires. It's about rhetorical consistency. Because the moment justice starts detecting net worth before activating, trust starts evaporating. A system that roars at the bottom and whispers at the top doesn't look neutral. It looks strategic. And when enforcement energy seems geographically selective, economically selective, politically selective, people notice. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If the proximity rule were truly universal, it would terrify everyone. So instead, it appears selectively terrifying. That's the satire. Not detention camps, not cartoon villains. The satire is that equal standards sound radical, equal urgency sounds extreme, and equal application sounds impossible. If suspicion is enough, admit it applies to everyone. If evidence is required, defend it for everyone. But don't sell law and order like it's gravity, because gravity only falls in one direction.